live.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, that's rude. You're gonna treat our fans like that?
What's up, baddies?
There we go. We don't have any fans anyway.
No, we don't have any
no
fans.
one's watching this.
What's up? My name's Trevor.
And I am Kole.
This is the motherfucking Bad Apartment Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is our first podcast.
First one.
It's actually pretty exciting. My heart's pumping a little bit. It's fun in here.
Yeah.
It's a good energy.
It's a good energy.
I like it.
It's a good energy. Yep.
Yeah, so I figured to start out, we better talk about ourselves. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So who are you, Trevor? Why are you doing this?
Well, my name's Trevor. I'm a 21-year-old fat kid from Kansas City, Missouri.
You're allergic to nickel.
I'm allergic to nickel, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't wear belts, so his butt's always hanging out.
You know it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
My name's Kole. I am a failed film student. I am an attempted stand-up comedian. And a cat owner, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone say hello to Ripley.
Yeah, this is Ripley. If you can see her, she's the podcast mascot.
She's the pod cat.
The pod.
Yeah. Fucking killing aliens since 1979.
Oh yeah, Ripley named after Alien, of course, the main character in Alien.
So yeah, folks, we got a lot to talk about, and not a whole lot of time to do it. So, one of the first things I know, at least I wanted to talk about, with the recent events that happened. Ripley, what are you doing? For those of you that are just listening to this and can't see, she's just chilling on the table.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we might want to address the fact that there is a visual aspect to this podcast. Yeah, maybe you're thinking to yourself, this is a podcast. Why do I see you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my main thought is to get the female viewers, because I know everyone wants to see this guy over here. Yeah, he's the Garfunkel to my. Oh wait, Garfunkel and Oates? Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah,
you're Simon and my Garfunkel. Wait, which one's Garfunkel? Is Garfunkel the cute blonde one?
No, that's Simon.
That's Simon?
I think that's Simon.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm Simon then. I don't know. I guess we could look it up, but I don't really feel like doing that.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
So what you want to talk about?
But anyway, folks, with the recent... another fun fact about us, actually, before we get off into these long conversations. We are both avid video game players. No, we are.
Yeah,
we are. So now that you know that, any of you that are video game players and like video games and keeping touch with the video game world, every year there is a convention, I guess you could call it.
Talking about E3?
Yeah. E3 over in California, that like all the top tier video game companies get together and kind of release new games.
It's the biggest technology expo every single year, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got Sony, you got Microsoft, you got everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so I just wanted to talk about, some of the, right now on the computer I have pulled up, some of the biggest announcements that they had. But the main thing is actually what I really wanted to get in depth with is what me and Kole saw after the fact, after the Sony release panel.
Yeah, we actually want to complain about this thing now that we've worked it up.
Exactly. But first of all, I know, Kole, you're excited for a whole bunch of games that have come out recently.
Well, yeah.
Or that are going to come out.
Yeah, this is true. Well, what I'm mostly excited for is the remake of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's one of my I've had so much fun playing that as a little kid. And now they're remaking it with brand new graphics and I think added controls. I think they're changing around the controls.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Well, they were a little clunky, even though that game is a masterpiece.
Right, exactly.
And I was actually just reading a thing about it. I think Kotaku released it, but it was talking about how that game, Shadow of the Colossus, was actually unfinished.
I heard that.
The creator of the game wanted there to be like 40 plus bosses when there was only 12 in the actual game. So that would explain why the map is so expansive and there really isn't that much to do besides riding around on your horse. But that was kind of part of the majesty of it all.
Exactly.
I think so. I'd be cool if they added something new. If they add a few more areas or a few more guys you get to fight, I think that'd be cool. Honestly, yeah. But I'd also be happy if they literally just make it look like more beautiful than it already is. That would be fine too.
Yeah, and this is a full-fledged remake, right? Like as in, it's not like the other re-released games they did where they kind of just half-assedly re-rendered the graphics. They are physically remaking the game from the ground up.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's not just like a polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple other games that I thought were super worthy of mentioning, like,
Well, it was the Fractured Butthole.
The Fractured Butthole.
Oh.
Butthole.
Yeah, that's the new that's the new South Park game coming out.
South Park. Shout out South Park.
Yeah, everyone wants a new South Park game, but I'm also super excited for the new Spider-Man game.
Yes.
I'm a Spider-Man fanboy.
Yes.
I've always been a big Peter Parker fan.
Exactly.
I know. I actually met Spider-Man once. You know that?
Did you?
Yeah. I think I was like 6 years old down at Universal Studios. He was a lot pudgier than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
But still great. You know. Yeah. He got a little round in his age, but he can still shoot some webs though. He was still slinging it. Yeah.
Another cool one I thought that was really interesting. I don't really have much to talk about it. I just thought it looked cool. Like Anthem.
Jesus.
Oh, Ripley. She's scratching him.
She digs her claws right into your legs.
She does it. She's a kitten. What are you gonna do?
Well, she's just vicious with it. She
Yeah.
just really attacks and gets in there. I mean, I love her, but it hurts.
It hurts.
Love hurts.
Love hurts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay. So you want to talk about the big problem with E3?
Okay, so I know, if any of you guys out there watching this aren't gamers, just bear with us. This is going to be over soon. But this is something I feel like we should talk about. And that is, what the fuck is with this new generation, I guess you could say millennials, but we're millennials, so I guess that's a little...
Yeah, anyone born after 85 is a millennial, I think. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, it's a little contradicting. But after E3, they have these panelists from, I think, what was it, GameSpot?
I think it was GameSpot, which actually made me really sad.
And the entire, it's devastating, but the entire panel is just trashing on how they're just not satisfied with all the games that are coming out. And I'm like, guys, here's the thing. One, they were all with Microsoft and, the Xbox One X and shit, but there's nothing special about the Xbox One X. It's the same fucking system. You know what would surprise me? If Xbox One announced some fucking exclusives for once. Because it's been about 5 fucking years.
Okay, so we'll back on the topic of the millennial gaming hipsters.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of feel like we're them right now.
Yes, this is super hypocritical.
Yeah, because we're the on our first podcast, right? Talking about how much we hate the people that are trashing the video games we like, but we're trashing them. So we're kind of doing the same thing. We're probably equally as talentless as they are.
Exactly.
The
only question I pose
was annoying though.
Whatever happened to just playing video games for the fun of playing video games?
Just having a good time. Well, what they did was, we watched it because we watched the Sony press conference live on YouTube. We watched the live stream.
Yeah.
So and we had a great time watching it. Just right over here in the bad apartment. And we were really excited for all the games that they showed, and then so we were really pumped eating ice cream and stuff. It was a great time. It was male bonding, and then out of nowhere these guys come up on the screen and just start bashing every little thing that they didn't like about the conference. And they even made fun of the speaker, which is a little weird.
Yeah, like that's ballsy. That's ballsy.
But like that to me seems like, what's the best word for it? A small aspect of like a bigger issue. Which the bigger issue seems to be people wanting to just go out of their way to not enjoy things.
Yeah.
And I think this goes across the board. I think this goes hand in hand with video games, and I've been guilty of it with movies.
Yeah.
And all kinds of entertainment. People just don't want to take what's given to them and just try to enjoy it. They want to pick apart every little thing, or do a pistache of it, or watch it or play it like ironically. There's a lot of people that...
I only do this because it's ironic.
Yeah, see, we're wearing punk rock t-shirts right now. We're not wearing it ironically. We actually enjoy the music, which is really weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually guys wear shirts and it means they hate it. You ever see like a hipster guy, he has the sides of his head shaved and he has the thick rim glasses on.
Yeah.
And he's got like a Travis Tritt shirt on.
Yeah.
You ever see?
Yeah.
But he actually hates country music?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. Or like, the guys that'll wear like, like the Jeff Gordon like Daytona 500 t-shirts and they've never even like seen a race car before.
Well, I mean, I don't watch NASCAR either.
Well, neither do I, but we don't wear those shirts.
True. I feel like a dick.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to be a dick.
That's why, I always abide by the rule. I never wear the t-shirt of the band I'm going to go see because I feel like a dick when I'm doing it.
I broken that rule so many times.
I figured.
Every time I see AC/DC, I wear an AC/DC shirt.
Well, that's AC/DC. That may or may not be different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know this is off topic, but AC/DC isn't even together anymore.
Technically, no.
Yeah, because Brian Johnson, like Angus Young, pretty much kicked Brian Johnson out of the band.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No. Yeah, I heard about that because
they said it was because Brian Johnson couldn't perform as many shows in a week that Angus Young wanted to perform. Because he lost his hearing or something, which is pretty
permanently.
for a musician. But then I heard that they just also had personal differences, which kind of made me a little sad.
Well, it's because from what I heard, Brian Johnson was kind of being selfish in the aspect that, you know, like, I've been with AC/DC for this long, like, how do you even fucking think to try and kick me out? Like, I am one of the biggest parts of this band.
They just got Axl Rose.
And then so yeah, they had Axl Rose to finish out the tour, and then they were going to try and figure it out after that. But here's the thing. After the tour was over, Axl Rose actually did a couple more shows with them. So what I'm starting to think is they're probably just going to keep Axl Rose in AC/DC.
Just for the rest of... Just forever? Like, are they going to record new music with Axl Rose?
As of right now, Axl Rose is in AC/DC.
That'd be really weird.
That'd be pretty neat.
Back to E3, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You've made a big turn in your gaming life. You know,
yeah.
I think you need to come out to the world with this.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick backstory.
The camera stopped recording, by the way. I know, isn't that hell?
Why are we doomed to not make this podcast?
Well, you know what? We got the new capture card. I just looked over there. It's not recording anymore. You know what it is? It's just growing pains, man. It's fine.
Should we keep going?
We might as well. We're already 12 minutes in. Unless you want to stop. I mean, if we there's just gonna be no visual to this. At least not now. The first few minutes maybe we got, but not anymore.
Ah, well, fuck it.
Yeah, we can do it anyway.
We'll figure that out later. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We've just been ridden with technical difficulties.
The thing is, they probably noticed when it cut out before we did.
Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, sorry about that.
Oh, well.
So I guess it's just going to be an audio podcast. Sorry for lying to you guys at the beginning there.
Well, I kind of still want to use the video from the beginning. Yep, okay. But, no, yeah, you made a big switch, though, didn't you?
Yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, one of the... Growing up in my life, when I came into this world in 1995, growing up, I always had one of the original PlayStations. The second system I ever owned was a PlayStation 2. And then, you know, I had a GameCube. I played a hell of a lot when I was younger. But in about, like, 2007, 2008-ish, I think, I got an Xbox 360 for Christmas one year, and I loved that thing. I mean, I loved that thing. So I honestly, you know, and I had a PS3. My dad owned a PS3, so I played PS3. But I loved the Xbox 360. Like, that was my baby. That's all I wanted to play. I thought it was so much better than the PS3. And at this point in my life, I wouldn't say that it is better than the PS3. However, it is still a great system. However, with that mindset, you know, in mind, giggity, thinking that it was this amazing system, I went and bought the Xbox One. And at first, I thought the Xbox One was awesome. But, you know, three years later, the Xbox One sucks, ladies and gentlemen. It's just safe to say there are no games. Microsoft does not make any exclusives. Even the games that are cross-platformers just aren't that good. The number of PS4 exclusives, the fact that companies are getting these exclusives just for PlayStation is insane. So that being said, I'm done with Xbox right now because they're pissing me off. They're not making any games. So yeah, I transferred to the PS4 and I'm happy with my Switch. I'm having a great time. I know Cole, PlayStation boy, born and bred.
Oh yeah, the PS1 was my first system. Well, no, I mean what I want to talk about is how pretty much every single day that we've lived together, I've told you how much better PlayStation is than Xbox, and just time after time you denied
Just
me.
give it to me. Give it to me now.
You said Xbox was a superior system to the PlayStation. And I gave you fact after fact after fact, and you just couldn't take it.
I'm taking it now.
I'm taking it hard.
I'm just
buddy.
taking it
I'm
hard.
taking it right in there. I have you bent over this podcast table, slamming you with
Moving
facts.
on.
What?
You sicko.
Can't talk about that?
You're an animal.
You know what happens behind closed doors.
Giggity,
Here.
giggity, goo. So as of right now, those are kind of our thoughts on video games and stuff like that. Since there's not a whole lot of stuff coming out as of right now, we'll have more stuff to talk about in the future. But
hey, I want to talk about something weird.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so the thing that's been on my mind recently. Okay. Backtrack a little bit. I work at a hospital. Mm-hmm. And I have lots of friends at the hospital, and one of them is a what's the word? A militant vegan, right? This person will not stop talking to me about how I should become a vegan too.
Yeah.
So I decided to research some of these things, and long story short, on my search to find out about veganism, I ran across a lot of information on cannibalism, and it turned out to be a lot more interesting than looking up things about vegans. Because vegans are really, really boring, actually. But cannibals are not boring.
No.
And I just want to say, okay, my favorite thing about cannibals, right, is the fact that it just takes so much dedication. And dedication is really what I admire most in a person.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Dedication is important, right?
Yeah.
So imagine how much dedication it takes to eat an entire person.
That's a big stomach.
You could, like where do you even start is my thing.
Yeah.
Do you start at the head? It's like are you gnawing on skull, or like you starting at the feet, or like do you just like start right in the middle like it's a cheeseburger?
Ooh,
Cheeseburgers sound good. But
a little
human
man
burger
thigh?
is what we're talking. Little man thigh. Yeah,
Little man thigh.
Everyone needs a little man thigh in their life. But yeah, no, I found out a lot of cool things. I found this guy, General Butt Naked. Have you heard of this guy?
Yes.
You have? Okay. So you should know then that General Butt Naked was a warlord in Liberia during the Liberian Civil War. And this guy is one of my personal heroes.
Gosh.
It turns out that in battle, what he would do, right, is he would get totally naked.
Okay.
So dick out, everything. Maybe wearing a scarf. I don't know. No shoes though.
No shoes. No, fuck shoes.
Yeah, he was very specific with that. Do a bunch of drugs. I'm assuming uppers, and just run in the battlefield with like a machete and a gun, just lobbing dudes' heads off. Right.
Yeah.
Right? So he cut off like little boys' heads, and they drink.
Oh,
their
that's
blood
terrible.
He drink it like Kool-Aid.
That's terrible.
The dude is awesome. You don't think that's badass?
I wouldn't put it up in my top. Oh, sorry, folks. Hang on.
What's Ripley doing? Oh, she caught in the chair.
She's stuck in the chair.
Okay, well, while you get out of that, I'll read you a little quote. He
Okay,
says,
go ahead. Sorry.
He says, sometimes, this is actually really fucked up. Sometimes I would enter underwater where children were playing. I would dive under the water, grab one, carry him under, and break his neck. Sometimes I'd cause accidents. Sometimes I'd just slaughter them. You know what? I don't know why, but this guy is so fucked up. He's like comically fucked up. He's like Lex Luthor Joker from Batman fucked up.
He's like a Eli Roth movie. It's so over the top and vulgar.
True. Yeah.
It's like you can't help but kind of laugh at it. Now, keep in mind that this is terrible, and no one should laugh at this.
What?
But we're terrible folks.
That's true. I'm an awful person. I love laughing at these kind of things. No, disasters make me laugh. When bad things happen, I find it quite humorous.
Which is terrible, but I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Like, I mean, I love seeing car accidents.
That's a little extreme.
It's interesting. That's why I want to be an EMT, man.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because what?
No, I'm sorry.
It's because I want to see the crazy stuff. I see the crazy stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, I feel like there's a certain part of modern day society where we're kind of ripped out of like the vile, awful things of life. At least in like the United States, being two young white men, is we don't get to see a lot of the crazy stuff. We kind of just like we grow up in suburbia, and then we go to school, and then we go home, and we play a lot of video games. That's what we're into, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we don't get to see the really messed up stuff, you know, the stuff that people have been seeing for generations. All we see are like, you know, bathroom stalls. You know, that's like the most traumatic thing in a young boy's life is looking at a trough in like a sports stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
You know, that just seems weird to me.
It's totally fair.
Is it? Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not like super duper fucked up right now.
Well, you kind of are.
Oh, I am.
But like, fuck it, dude.
I mean, I can live with as long as I can live with myself.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting that you found that. I think that's
well. It's not only that. There's also the what are those guys' names in the New Zealanders?
The Maori Warriors?
Maori Warriors, yeah. See, you didn't know they were cannibals until I told you the other day.
No, and I thought I knew a lot about them.
Yeah, it turns out they also would cannibalize their victims in battle.
But not because they liked the taste of humans.
It was a power thing.
It was like a power thing, and it would be like, yeah, fuck with your boy. I'm eating your dude, man.
Yeah, well, there's a similar reason why General Butt Naked did it too, though. Because
it's all intimidation.
Well, he said, well, it could be all intimidation, like some Blackbeard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also said that right as he was being named the the warlord of Liberia or whatever, that the devil spoke to him, and that he said to keep sacrificing humans and to keep cannibalizing people, so he would like get power from it. He thought he would like literally gain power from like consuming other people.
See, that's weird.
Well, you know, apparently a lot of societies have had that thought before. Actually, okay, do you know about this? There's a scientific study. I forget when it was done. Maybe the 60s. Weird shit happens in the 60s. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how scientists, like the classic scientist thing is to put mice in like a maze.
Yeah.
You put mice in a maze and they find the maze. You put cheese there, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but what this guy did, he did the same test, but with flatworms, little tiny worms. Okay, not as big as earthworms, like little tiny things.
Interesting.
Okay, and when he first put the flatworms in there, they didn't know where to go. All right. Now eventually, they learned the maze. They were smart enough to learn the maze. So what he did after that is he took a different sect of like flatworms. So it's like a different like control group. Put them in there. They didn't know the maze. Same as the other worms. But then what he did, and this is where it gets a little tricky. This species of flatworm are cannibalistic.
Yeah.
Okay. So he would feed he chopped them all up. He fed the flatworms that knew the maze to the flatworms that didn't know the maze. And when they ate those worms and he put them back in the maze, they ran it. They ran that maze immediately, like they had done it 1,000 times.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Man.
When I found out about that, it blew my mind. Yeah. And I don't even know if it's like real. It could be total bullshit, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna say it's fact, though.
Yeah. It may not be true, but it totally is.
But I mean, it does make me wonder if there's any sort of like factual evidence to the consumption of like meat and intelligence. Because like honestly, we think all of our thoughts are in the brain. That could be true. It could not be true. Yeah. You know, I mean, there is such a thing as like muscle memory. Mm-hmm. I just wonder. I mean, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna eat anybody. Okay.
Let's hope.
Anytime soon. But like, yeah, knock on wood. No, I'm not gonna eat anybody. I'm not. Okay.
Okay.
But actually, it's not illegal to eat anybody either. In the United States, it's not illegal to cannibalize somebody. Did you know that?
You just can't kill them and eat them.
Exactly. Well, that's why they have those weird, those like Craigslist places, where I guess guys will actually volunteer to be eaten, and like find guys who want to eat them.
That's oh my god. That's like that one thing that happened over in Germany.
What?
Where the guy voluntarily offered himself up to this dude, and they were gonna actually eat his schwang, his wiener, together.
Schwang.
But he ended up actually dying. So that didn't end well.
Well, because he's dead.
Well, exactly. And that guy's doing like 90 years in prison.
90 years?
Yeah.
But he said he could do it though.
It doesn't matter. Cannibalism, unlike in the United States, which is really fucking weird, the fact that is legal. is actually illegal
Freedom, man.
in Germany.
What? I can't eat somebody? I thought this was America.
I thought this was America. But yeah, that's interesting, man.
I didn't know that you didn't know that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I didn't.
Why?
I don't like.
See, usually when somebody eats somebody in America, they don't get charged with the actual consumption of the flesh. What they get charged with is either murder or defiling a corpse or something along those lines.
So it's basically illegal, but it's not.
Well, yeah.
Because if those two things are going to be coincide with that one thing, it's basically illegal.
Yeah.
No, see,
I mean,
that's
that is
not the
true.
kind of fucked up shit I find funny. The fucked up shit I find funny is like a girl's riding her bike and some little kid throws a stick in between her spokes and she fucking flies over like does a front flip.
Well, that's just slapstick.
That's funny. Yeah,
that's just slapstick. Well, I mean, I like slapstick too. But I'm also I have a very, very dark sense of humor.
I mean, don't we all, man? Don't we all?
I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on from that subject.
Oh, you're done with cannibals?
Oh, totally done with cannibals.
I enjoyed it. Well, what did you want to talk about then? Can't talk about eating anybody.
Because I've got better things.
Okay. Yeah. Give me your better things, man.
Okay, here's one thing we can discuss.
Okay.
This is I don't like to talk politics with other people often.
I'd rather talk about cannibals than talk about politics.
But seeing as this is a free form, an art form, whatever.
If this is an art form, we are no Picasso.
We're like Andy Warhol's ugly stepbrother.
We're still trying to get perspective right, man.
Like
I can't even draw a straight circle.
Yeah, right.
Wait,
we're like Rembrandt from the Warriors.
What?
Nothing. Sorry.
No. Was that an 80s movie reference?
It was.
I didn't know it was a character named Rembrandt.
Yeah, he's the guy that spray paints everything.
Oh.
But all he does is just make a W.
Oh.
But anywho, so this Mitch McConnell guy, I don't know what his point, like what his position is in like the Republican like House or whatever. So I guess this guy, growing up, apparently had polio, right?
What?
Yeah, he had polio, and he used government-funded medicine and shit to kind of cure his polio.
Okay.
So now he's trying to take away government-funded like medicines and stuff like that. Like he's trying to take away Medicaid and abolish everything that is Obamacare and like everything Medicaid, so no one can have any sort of. I mean, the guy pretty much what it boils down to is he pretty much wants to abolish health insurance. Period.
Wait, but what about the Republican well, what is it? The healthcare thing that is trying to pass or are trying to pass right now.
That's what this is.
Oh, well, I think they're still. Honestly, I don't know anything about that.
The thing is, when I say they're trying to basically get away with abolishing health insurance, period.
Yeah.
There's some good and there's some bad to that. If you don't want to have health insurance, you legally should not have to have health insurance. That's on you. And that's what the kind of law they're throwing around is right now. They're trying to make it legally to where an American does not have to have health insurance.
Okay.
However, if you do have health insurance and you like your health insurance and the government won't let you have health insurance, you just got to pay, like, say you got to get a knee replaced and you have to pay, $500,000 to get that knee replaced, but you can't fucking pay that shit. They're going to be like, fuck you. Just cut the leg off yourself, which I think is a little fucked up, but, there's not much you can do about that. But, and like I said, to me, I just wanted to say that, Mitch McConnell, this is Trevor. I don't think that's very nice. I think you're being a little bit of a prick.
I don't think Mitch is going to hear this, man.
Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it anyway. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for tuning in. For those of you that are listening to this, you're most likely listening to it on SoundCloud.com. Again, if you are listening to this, thank you so much.
The YouTube's kind of fucked.
And the YouTube's kind of fucked right now. But our plan was to actually, as well as recording audio, we were going to try and do a video of it as well. But our camera's kind of being a little iffy, so we might upload some clips and stuff of conversations. And once we get that fixed, do not even hesitate. We are going to check that out is what I mean, because we are going to have video and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm posting this with whatever video we have, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's just going to cut in and out. It's going to be weird.
You're probably going to get the better version of it, though, on the SoundCloud. But trust me, folks, we're gonna get it handled, and we're going to keep putting out some awesome fucking content for you. I don't know, man. What else has been going on in the world that you think's pertinent?
What's going on in the world today?
Yeah.
What is going on in the world today? Well, I mean, there's some really good new bands, I guess.
Yeah, folks.
Well, mainly what I want to talk about is this band called The Outfield.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, it's oh crap. What's that band that the guy is coming from?
It's not the Outfield. It's the Night Game. The song's called The Outfield. Remember?
Oh, yeah. I've been drinking too much.
It's whatever.
Yeah. The Night Game with their well, they only have one song out right now.
Yeah,
it's called The Outfield. Okay.
It's an amazing song. If you guys get a chance, Spotify them, YouTube them, do whatever.
Well, what it sounds like is it's kind of like a modern day Police, I guess.
Yeah.
They have that same sound to them. We could leave a link, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Probably on the YouTube page, huh?
Yeah. So I'm googling them right now. All I know is that the Night Game is a band of I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's like Zach.
Boys to Men. Boys love men. Boys.
No, it's from Boys Like Girls.
Oh, Boys Like Girls. Sorry.
And actually, the long lost since the one album he released back in like 2010, Godier.
Is Godier actually in the band?
Yes.
Because it doesn't sound like Godier. You know I love Godier.
No. He's in the band. I was reading about it. And it says like right here on here, the Night Game song "The Outfield" is a future classic. Now this is from noisy.vice.com. Noisy is like the music like offshoot of vice.com. So these guys kind of know their shit. They're saying, "Sting, is that you? Huey Lewis, Springsteen, Kenny Loggins. Don't even try and pretend this song isn't fire." That's a silly way of putting it, but they're not wrong. This song, how would you describe it?
Really, really good.
That's totally fair because it is in fact really, really good.
Well, they use a lot of that like 80s synthesizer kind of stuff, and I just love the lead singer's voice because it does have that tone quality that Sting has, but no, I mean, see, the thing is, most modern music I cannot get behind. So it's like any of this stuff, like 1975, glorified boy band.
Yeah.
21 Pilots, they're just straight garbage, except for that one song on the ukulele.
Which is still pretty garbage.
Yeah, well, to each their own. But there's like most modern bands I think are total garbage. But I heard this song and it was great. And it actually, not to sound like like one of the gays, but it got me through a breakup.
Whoa.
That's
that was a little harsh, but go on.
Yeah, no. I loved it so much because like if you're really sad, if you're caught in the outfield, if you like baseball, honestly, I don't even like baseball, but I mean I got all the references. It was really good.
So on this article from Noisy, the guy that produced the song says, this song is a reoccurring dream that floats above you every night. And when you wake, it's the first thing to occupy your mind. You want it.
Trevor?
You almost have it in hand.
Trevor?
But somehow, you never seem to reach it. What?
Is this an audiobook?
It can be.
No, yeah.
Just kidding. But no, guys, like this song is actually... I would even go so far to use the term magnificent.
Magnificent.
It's like good. It's like what Cole said earlier. You take the Police. You take some heavy kind of like synth pop, but with like some heavy kind of banging drums.
I mean, they could just listen to it.
Yeah, I would recommend just listening to it, folks.
Yeah.
But those guys are gonna be like one of the best up and coming bands in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. So to get a little meta real quick. People out there listening to this or watching this, I know we suck, but do not fret. We will get better at this.
We will get so much better.
We will get so much better at this. See, we're doing this for you. I'm kidding. We're totally doing this for selfish reasons. But yeah, if you want to listen to us, listen to us. If you don't, I don't blame you.
We don't blame you.
But what we are going to do is we're going to bring on local talent. That's kind of the main reason why we're doing this. So we're going to have Lynn Navratil on here. He is a stand-up comic. We're going to have people from GGE, which is like a rap group.
Our really good friends, Chris Carballo and Stephen Harp from probably one of the best local independent rap groups I've seen.
We're going to have some punk rockers on here.
Yeah, those guys are
We're going to have some writers on here. What we want to do is get a voice out for interesting people in Kansas City. We probably are not the most interesting people on this podcast.
No, but
I hope not.
But what we're really asking is, just like Chris Brown, give us another chance.
Oh, that's awful.
It's the bad apartment for a reason, sir.
True. Yeah.
What do you think, Cole? Should we wrap this up?
I think that's good for now. It's a good little intro.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this. Like I said, keep an eye out for it. Every Monday, we're going to have an episode for you guys. So if you like it, come on back.
Every Monday?
Every Monday.
That's a lot of dedication, man.
Like we said, we're doing this for them.
Shit, we're in.
But yeah, folks, like I said, remember, if you liked us, come back, listen to it. Second episode. If you didn't
like us, come back.
Come back.
If you hate us, please keep watching us with your hatred.
Yes, please.
Give me mean comments. I love mean comments.
We love constructive criticism in the meanest way possible. So
I just like being told I'm an asshole.
Exactly.
It makes me feel good. I'm weird.
That fuels me.
I'm kind of a sadist.
I can't get up and go to bed without someone telling me they hate my guts every day.
I fucking hate your guts, Trevor.
Dude, I'm gonna go to work.
You're
tomorrow,
a lame ginger bastard.
A happy guy.
And you know what? I'm actually glad that I have you in my life. And you know why?
Why?
Because I don't know what I would do if I didn't wake up every morning and walk into the restroom to find a pile of ginger pubes in my sink.
Dude, that's what I'm here for.
And on that note,
again, guys, check us out every Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends. Once again, this was the Bad Apartment Podcast. I'm Trevor.
I'm Cole.
And we'll see you motherfuckers later.
Peace.